because they just know how to make good music. Oh my god, this next song, I will say it is an interesting experience the first time you listen to one of their songs though. Ooh. Hey, I'm Axel and welcome to my archive. I thought what better way to start off this year than to share with you guys my favourite songs and albums from the end of 2022, so from October to December. Yet again, I will be leaving a link to the full Spotify playlist down below in the description because obviously I can't include every song on it in this video. Also, if you're interested in seeing my Spotify Wrapped for 2022, then watch to the end of the video because I will be showcasing that. And if you want to show your own results that you got for it, then either tag me on them on these socials or you can just leave them down below in the comments. Okay, so this first choice is actually two songs because still to this day, I cannot pick which song I prefer. So if you have a clear favourite, let me know which one you like more. So this first song is Harvard by Briston Maroney.
You got doubt on your mind. So tell me what it is. Won't you please just tell me what it is? 'Cause I know that there's a window to your heart that I'm not seeing through. I just gotta find my way in.
And his other song that I like right now is called Oregon. The melody in both of those songs are really interesting to me, but especially in Harvard. Although I will say I was annoyed the first few times I tried to sing along to that song because I could not get the timing right at all. But I like the song way more now because I know the timing better and the rhythm. The next song is by a returning artist, I think for the third time featured in one of these videos, and it's Dayglow yet again because they just know how to make good music. Their whole new album called People in Motion is amazing and I highly recommend you to check it out. It was hard to pick just one song off of this album to show you guys. There was about 3 songs I was switching between, but in the end I decided to go with Someone Else. However, I would recommend checking out Talking to Light and Stops Making Sense. And if your name wasn't or isn't Evelyn or Maisie, but is Reagan, then Talking to Light is the song for you.
I can't tell you quite right. This voices that aren't even mine. I've been feeling like someone else.
Oh my god, this next song was on repeat after repeat after repeat for me. It also doesn't help that this song features Tate McRae on it, and I'm in love with her voice. I love her vocal tone and the vocal fry she has that adds depth into the songs and the music she makes. The beat and the mix of this song as well is another reason of why I had it constantly on repeat. And the song is 1035 by Tiesto and Tate McRae. This next artist, I used to be obsessed with a few songs off of an album released all the way back in 2015, and I now have a potential new song to rival my younger self's choices. I'll give you a clue about who the song is by. Can you even see it from here? Probably not. Let me come closer a bit and do a little turn. Ooh. Sleepwalking by All Time Low.
You're on something else. I'm a picture of on yourself. The dream's a lie. I tell myself, feel like I'm sleepwalking when you're gone. Medicate till my brain goes up. Like a train where your feet won't run. Stuck in place, paralyzed. I feel like I'm sleepwalking when you're gone.
The vibe and melody of this song just gives me nostalgia, especially because in both Sleepwalking and Kids in the Dark, which used to be one of my favourites back in 2015, both use the phrase "what a shame" repeatedly, in the song, so it makes me think of them together. I love this new song, but do I like it more than the Future Hearts album? I'm not too sure yet. We're gonna have to see what else they put out, if they put out anything else. I've not checked. Okay, now for this next song, we're moving more into rap, but I guess it's still kind of on the chill side, with a song called Late at Night by Fora. The song title is literally called Late at Night, and it's funny because I've been playing this song consistently late at night these last few months. It's just a great song to listen to when you're in the 3 to 4 a.m. time zone. Mainly because the instrumental is such a vibe and the beat is just nice and the flow is a good tempo to listen to when you're sort of in that mood, you know?
Late at night, I be on my own when it's late at night. Got nowhere to go, doing 85. I'm losing control when it's late at night. Bridges burn, these faces turn, but my heart way too blind to notice what they really meant to me. Secrets they all kept from me. Paranoid and I can't sleep, things I try to adjust to when it gets.
Another reason why I like this song is that he has a vocal tone I really like, as well as the fact that I can actually understand what he's saying when he raps. That's just a personal thing for me in rap music. I know some people have different opinions and different preferences, but that's just mine. Now it's time for another returning artist, this time with All Eyes on Me by Phoenix. Phoenix's songs are so weirdly unique, in a good way, because it means I want to keep listening to it. I will say it is an interesting experience the first time you listen to one of their songs though, but it's fun. And if I didn't like it, it wouldn't be in this video. So I'm obviously talking about it in a positive light. May we may no say.
Didn't I tell you not to start up? Didn't I tell you when? Didn't I? All eyes on me, I said, I'm not that innocent. What would I lie?
See what I mean? Their songs are just fun to get into and sing. Especially in this song, I'm like, yes, all eyes on me. Whereas in reality, I would be like, no. Now it's time for everyone's totally favourite segment. Although I will say, these are mainly Korean songs this time. I think they're all Korean except one, which will be this first one. I like Spanish and Latin music a lot, but I will say it's hard for me to sing along to them a lot of the time because Spanish people and the language is very smooth. And they flow the lyrics very nicely. And for someone like me who stutters and stumbles over their words in their native language, it's not the best. And I do also forget the words a lot as well. But I will say it's a worthy sacrifice because this song is so catchy that I'm willing to suffer. And that song is Te Pienso by Ozuna.
Todo tiene tu nombre, se me parece a ti. Una voz en mi mente dice te lo advertí. La foto que subiste ya la vi. Te quisiera llamar. So aquí estoy otra noche más esperando que sea de día. Todavía te pienso, ya van a cerrar. No me quiero ir todavía.
I said it wasn't going to be perfect. Sulgi had a solo comeback with an album called 28 Reasons. And this album is unbelievable. There are so many bops and tunes and just overall vibes on this album that you honestly should go listen to it and check it out because all of the songs are great. Yet again, it was hard for me to just pick one song. I was constantly switching between pretty much them all actually. But it was mainly between Crown and Los Angeles. I nearly picked Los Angeles, but the change up between the soft singing into the EDM-ish sort of drop caught me off guard. And it's fun. I was going to include it in this video, but I wanted to show more love to Crown. I just love the instrumental at the start as well. Korean artists and K-pop in general is great at having unique melodies and change-ups or mixing genres together. And that's one of the reasons why I love this type of music. And Seulgi just further proves this point. Now, obviously I couldn't make this video without adding in RM's new album called Indigo, and one of my favourite songs off of that album is Lonely. I pretty much instantly liked the song the moment I heard it, because it's the sort of genre I'm into right now and I'm listening to a lot, which means I liked it a lot more than some of his others. I love the intro to the song. The plucking of the guitar.
I'm fucking lonely. Now I'm just homely.
Okay, wait, we need to talk about this. Well, we don't. I need to talk about this. When he says, 나 혼자 섬에, the word som. I was learning some Korean vocab. I pretty much got all of the ones like that I was doing at that point right, but I could not, for the life of me, remember what the word som meant. I was like, what is it? I was like, I know this word, I've learned this word, but I could not remember it. And I was getting so frustrated. But now because of that, whenever I see som, I instantly know island. It means island. And that's my fun fact for you. Anyway, back to the song.
I tried a million times to let you go. So many memories are on the floor. And now I hate the cities I don't belong. Just wanna go back home. I'm fucking lonely.
The bit in the background. It's so good. Okay, now we're on to the last full song I'm mentioning before I go into some honourable mentions of songs and albums this year, as well as my Spotify Wrapped at the end, so if you want to see that, keep watching to the end. The main reason why this song had to go last is because if I put it at the start, I know for a fact it would have been stuck in my head throughout the entire recording session of this video. So it had to go here. And that is Anti-Fragile by Le Seraphim. Now, this song is so annoying, but it's like good. It's like annoyingly good. Like I'm mad at the fact that I like it, but I'm also not mad at the fact because I like it and it's good. Originally, I wasn't going to put it in because I was like, ugh, it's annoying, but I think it was an iconic song of 2022, right? I couldn't go a single second without a little annoying voice in my head going, Another reason why this song is so fun to listen to is the way they say certain words. The way she says lion is like, okay. And I think it's Chaewon's part where she sings about the fire. The buwa gasoline on fire. I like her vocal tone a lot though, actually. And then, do we need to mention the rap? The cringy yet iconic rap. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't. I've got to admit, the choreo is pretty fun to do.
Naughty, naughty, you teasing me, you naughty, naughty.
Now it's time for some song and album mentions of this year that I really liked as well, but I won't be putting in full in this video. The first one we talk about is Dreamers by Jungkook, which was featured on the FIFA World Cup album or playlist. I don't actually know what it is. I was so proud and shocked when I found out that he was on this and that he performed at the opening ceremony to the World Cup. Which, by the way, that final game or match between France and Argentina was crazy. It was so good. The next song is Mr. Dreamer by Boy Band. I actually really like this style of music, and I was going to put it in this video, but there were other songs I wanted to include more over that. It's a very different song to the other ones on his album FW22, but if you're more into rap or stuff with heavier beats, then go check out Boy Band because you might like him. If you want more sad songs, because yeah, again, I don't really put sad songs in these videos because even though I listen to a lot of them, they're not entertaining enough to be in this video. but Hard to Be Human by Anson Seabra. I've mentioned him before, but his voice is so heartbreaking to listen to. Every single time he releases a new song, I'm like, oh god, here we go again. If you like to listen to stuff that makes you sad, then go listen to him. But honestly, he's probably one of my all-time favourite artists because his voice is just... The next mention is an album by Addison Grace with his album called Things That Are Bad For Me. And the specific song I'm going to pick out is called If Nobody Likes You. This song is like a sad, happy song. If you're having a bad day or you're just feeling down, then listen to the song because it's so nice to listen to and his voice is so beautiful in the song. There are so many more I want to include, but this video will be way too long. But before we end, let me quickly go over my Spotify Wrapped with you guys. So my top artist of 2022 was Alec Benjamin. No surprise, he released an album called Devil Doesn't Bargain and I was obsessed with that album. I played all of the songs so many times. And then my top artists of 2022, at number 1 we obviously have Alec Benjamin. At number 2 is Harry Styles, not surprised because of his album Harry's House. My number 3 is Conan Gray, yet again, not surprised, his album Super Ache, I was obsessed with. Number 4, unlike Pluto, if you watched my first, I think, favourite songs and albums video, I included like 3 of his songs in that video, I think. So I was obsessed with him as well in 2022. And then number 5, kind of a shock, but also not, because now that I think about it, I was obsessed with a lot of their songs as well. But We 3, with that album 3am, I was obsessed with that as well. And then my top 5 songs of 2022, at number 1, we have Boy in Space with Lean On, which just proves how much I binged that song, because all the other songs underneath that were released before I found out about Boy in Space anyway. So that just proves how much I binged that song for it to be number 1. Then at number 2 we have Disaster by Conan Gray. I put that song in one of my other videos if you haven't seen that. As well as Satellite, I put that in one of my videos as well, so I listened to those two in tandem a lot. Number 4, Devil Doesn't Bargain by Alec Benjamin. Kind of surprised it was that song off of the album, but also not, because I did listen to that a lot before, like as a single, before his whole album dropped out, so I guess it makes more sense now. And then number 5, Wonderful Life by Two Door Cinema Club. What a nice way to end my Spotify Wrapped. That song is so beautiful and full of high spirits. So if you want to get in a good mood, listen to that song. If you want to share your favourite songs and albums from October to December, or the whole of 2022 in general, or your own Spotify Wrapped, then you can tag me on my socials that will be in the description or on the end screen, or you can just leave them down below in the comments and I might go through and read a few of them. There was a lot more good music from these months that I couldn't put in this video, so yet again I will leave a link in the description to the full Spotify playlist where you can go through and see all the songs that are in this video, all the mentions that I gave, and way more, so you can go through and add some of them to your own playlists. So go check them out, support the artists. If you enjoyed this video, please show your support by dropping a like on the video, leaving a comment down below, or sharing this video to your friends, family, or people you think might be interested in it. Want to see more stuff from me in general? Then consider subscribing to my channel. It's free and you can always change your mind later, so don't feel pressured. Just really quickly, I want to say thanks so much for the support that you've been giving on my videos recently. Whether if that's been through subscribing or liking the videos, or if you've been sharing them to people, thank you so much. At the time of recording this, I'm so close to 70 subscribers. So if I'm not there yet, then please help me get to 70. If I'm already there by the time this goes up, then help me reach 80. We can get 10 more, let's go. Thanks for watching this video and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.